I'm willing to bet that, like me, you're probably doing a lot of research into the real estate market right now, and you're seeing a lot of conflicting information out there. Honestly, the more you read about it, the less certainty you have. And what I mean by that is, yeah, you'll read one article that says, hey, the sky is falling in real estate, usually a single data point that will be taken about why that is the case. And then in literally the next article, you'll read about how there's a supply shortage in housing and how do we solve that crisis. I personally don't know how to square those two things together. So, yes, it can be very, very confusing. And then maybe that sounds weird for someone like me to say, but I do find those things to be somewhat tough to square. But so, what I like to do is I like to stick to what we know, stick to the data of at least the area that I operate inside of. And I always like to bring in a little extra value of peppering in some of my experience in the trenches of selling residential real estate every single day, which has evolved a lot. The tactics that work and do not work has evolved a lot in just the last few months, especially the last 6 months. But in that data, of course, attached to this, wherever you're looking at this, as promised, every month we compile supply, demand, absorption data to show you exactly what is going on out there, broken down by county across the Wasatch Front. The counties do differ slightly. Obviously, they're different markets from each other. So very, very interesting to see that. But what I like to deliver, the main point of what's going on out there, homes are selling at somewhat decreased, but actually pretty decent volume. That is true in every county along the Wasatch Front. Inventory, although up a lot since this last spring, is pretty much on the low end, or what I would call the low end of historical norms. It's just this whole new generation of agents, and sorry to say consumers, have a new perception of what is normal. So we're experiencing a market right now that I would call a normal market. Buyers and sellers, guess what? They have to interact with each other and they have to put deals together. It's not just one party calling all of the shots. I would argue this is a very, very good thing, very healthy thing for the market. If you're having thoughts of buying and or selling a house, it does just require a little bit extra finesse, even though I said that same thing in the true heat of the late winter to spring market this last year. I said that same thing. That was a high finesse market also. But the thing is that different markets require different considerations, different tactics that work, different tactics that unfortunately are often deployed that do not work. So whatever your plans are, make sure to consult with your agent on what is going to work best for you and your family, including timing. Is now the best time? Is waiting for spring the best time? The first of next year, maybe do you want to wait 24 or 36 months, even though, just to give you a little bit of feedback on what happens with most of my clients, it's not about money for most people. Whether you're going to move is a life decision that's based on much bigger things, I would argue much more important things than markets and the dollars and cents. But yeah, as always, anything at all that I can do for you, please feel free to reach out. Thanks so much.